If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, why is it that sometimes consulting doesn't work? And why is this important? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about business and growth and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. So I've got 5 reasons lined out why consulting may not work for you. And this is going to be all about the consultant. Video number 2 will be all about your staff and your office. So number 1 is the person who you meet with may not have the skills, the talents, or the capabilities. They may have talked a good game. They may have got themselves in the door. They may have had the ability to get an appointment and actually the ability to close you. So they did in their mind what was their role, what there was responsibility. But in all realities, there are some people out there, and it's not everybody, but there are some people out there that they just live from contract to contract, but they never deliver anything that they promise. It's empty words. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, we wasted time. And then business owners or entrepreneurs, author owners, practitioners will say, I've had a consultant before, but they didn't work for me. Okay. So they didn't have the abilities that they said that they did. Number 2, they've never done your industry, your service before. So they don't know how to integrate the ideas, the concepts, and the strategies. They can look at it and say, okay, theoretically, we're going to extrapolate these ideas and we're going to try to make them work. And hopefully we're going to cross our fingers. Hopefully we're going to cross our fingers and we can kind of piece these things together. And what you're looking for is the squishy words like kind of, maybe, possibly. Like those aren't definite words, right? Like you want to hear certainty when somebody's having a conversation with you about what's going on. Now, they may tell you, listen, 9 out of 10 things on this list I've done before. 1 out of 10 is going to be new territory for me. If they're disclosing that, that's a different story. But if they're testing on you and you're like, I didn't realize that I was a test and I wasn't getting the best out of what I needed, then that's a problem. And the way that you can really tell this is what type of questions are the people asking when they first talk to you and then they onboard. Like, do they go in and do they watch? Do they listen? Or like, oh, yeah, we already got all that. Here's the 10 things that I need you to do. Well, diagnosis without prescriptions, malpractice in my book. So there should be questions asked. There should be like, what have you tried? What's working? What's not working? Give me some of the ideas of the tests that you've ran in the past. Tell me what type of resistance you came up against from your clients or from your prospects or the people that you're meeting with. The only way you're going to figure out like, hey, this is the direction that we're going to go. Now, here's the thing. If you're looking for consulting to sell your business in the next 2 to 3 years and you want some help on the exit strategy, you should absolutely reach out to the Deal Hotline, 888-DEAL-919, 888-DEAL-919, and a member of my team will get back to you. No deal is too big. Number 3 on this list, they're punching above their weight. There's different levels of the game when it comes to consulting and it comes to training, and not everything is cookie cutter. So what may work in a $3 million company may not be the right answer for a 10, 20, or $50 million company. Some of those strategies may be spot on, and some of them may just need to be modified slightly or extensively to work. But if somebody's like, I'm just going to test this on you, that you should be clued in on, hey, listen, what do you know? How do you know it? And if you get stuck, what do you do? The person that you bring in should be able to work within their skills, their talents, and their capabilities. And what you're going to find is there's nothing wrong with somebody saying, listen, that's not my specialty. I've got somebody on my team that deals with that. And like, if you came to me and said, hey, Scott, I want you to do accounting, I'd be like, no, that's not my thing. Like at the top of my list would be things like business growth, business strategies, negotiation, sales. At the very bottom of my list would be things like accounting. Like I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and a good consultant is going to be able to say, here's the things that I'm good at. Here's the things that my team is good at. Okay. Number 4, they're not a good communicator. There are some people who are magnificent in their brain and they could do it all on their own. They are fantastic at what they do. But at the end of the day, when they've got to direct somebody to take action and do what needs to be done, they're just not a good communicator. They can't say these are the directions. Step 1, step 2, step 3, steps 4, step 5. I benefited from being a corporate sales trainer because I had to learn how to go, what are all the steps? And then, forgot one. Here's all the steps. And then over time, it just became intuitive. Here's where someone's going to struggle. This is the place they're going to be. And then number 5 on this list is they're not there to implement. And so sometimes some people will want to do sales coaching, sales training for you, but at the end of the day, they're just like, give me the money, we'll do some phone calls. That's all that you're going to get. And you may raise your hand and go, wait, time out. I need help. I need something to be implemented. This goes back to the very beginning when they should be asking questions. What have you done? What have worked? What hasn't worked? What's been a struggle? What's been a roadblock? What's been a bottleneck? And you're only going to get that from asking questions. So if you're going to hire a consultant, which, in a lot of realities, you should ask some questions about their skills, their talents, their capabilities. What's included? What's not included? I had a client that had paid somebody a pretty good sum of money for some consulting, and they wouldn't ever call the person back. They were charging them on a monthly fee. They had a retainer. They were charging them on a monthly fee. And after like 90 days, the client's like, I got to find somebody else. You won't ever call me back. And the dude was traveling. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was in this country and that country, and I had spotty internet reception, and I didn't get the Wi-Fi at the hotel. I'm like, man, if you're our consultant and you're charging people money, buy a Wi-Fi hotspot, right? An international one. It's going to cost you some money, but like that's what your role and responsibility is. There you go. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send in a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.